Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first episode 0 of Dice and Destiny. We are so excited to have you here with this bunch of goofballs. Can't curse in the first so much many minutes of videos. But I want to introduce everybody, starting off with our amazing cast that we have here with us. Please, Jacob, take the lead.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob. I'm going to be playing the character Siroth Dorath. That sounds kind of weird. Anyways, he's a Galton artificer, and we're going to be exploring the world of Eona together. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Hi, I'm Zane. I'm going to be playing our resident monk, Sylvius, and I hope to get to punch a lot of things, as well as explore and delve into ancient mysteries.
Hey everybody, my name is Ben, and I'll be playing the character of Melvin Vaspin, a short, fiery halfling strifeborn. He's acquired the skills of a paladin and a bard, and yeah, he's going to be exploring and delving along with the rest of the gang.
All right, I'm Mike. I'll be playing a warlock fighter, Muchea, which is kind of like a little frog dude, named Friggity Hopkins.
Hi, everybody. I'm new. My name's Jenny. I'm going to be playing Kiko Willowbloom, a Twilight Cleric Kitsune. Did I say that right, Mr. Suroff? Yes.
Why are you asking me?
No reason.
And these wonderful people are set to explore, and I will be guiding them, Rain, the game master for this wonderful new podcast of ours. And we look forward to bringing you all through the world of Eona. Let's go ahead and get it started off. Let's set the tone. Here we find ourselves in the city of Ammeir, along Jade Shores in the Empire of Valteria, a small, bustling coastal town along Argentum Bay. You can hear trains moving in and out of the town up north, the rest of the Empire, as well as the sound of the ocean and spray and the docks and the bells, the ships down below. It is a busy, bustling little town here on the coast. Praetorian guards are mounted along the streets, riding armored field striders, these bird-like creatures walking on four legs, large, robust, usually bright reds, and all carrying the crest of the Empire on their sides. The soldiers, often with batons or guns on the side, making sure that peace is had here in the city. Granted, there's very little crime for the most part. We find ourselves on the bustling pier where there's markets galore and people making trades of different fishing goods as well as wares that they have made in their own homes. And the sound of music in a nearby alley. The smell of sea air, where we find ourselves in a group of people being entertained by a small fellow, if you will. Melvin, if you could please describe your character.
Yeah, he's a he's a little dude, just about 3'11". Got fiery red hair. He's got sort of fiery eyes as well, and the hair's very sort of shaggy and grown at this point. And out of the top of it, you can see a couple of little tips of horns poking out, little dark brown horns. He's just a short little guy, and he's out there doing his thing, playing his instruments.
Awesome. Would you mind giving me a little performance check?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go ahead and.
And I want to bring you guys also.
Oh,
What?
This is unheard of.
First roll
Okay.
of the campaign is by the unluckiest person getting a natural 20.
Well, there's all your luck.
That's how
then.
you
It's
start
gone.
the game.
What is
man.
the total on that? What's the total?
peaked.
26?
26.
Damn.
Oh my
26.
god.
All right.
Damn.
Please, a great bard of Ammeir, what is it that you are doing to perform and enthrall the audiences here?
Oh, I'm freaking killing it. Clearly, I'm out there. I've got my guitar. I'm strumming along. I'm just humming in tunes like la di di la di da la di di, and I'm just like freaking killing it in front of the audience. And I'm like, enjoy the show, grab a drink, enjoy the dance, then maybe think about sending a tip and taking a grip. I'm just out there shilling it. Just freaking jamming on my hardest. And all the while, I think I've got some other ambitions along with my performance.
That's wonderful. You are doing a amazing job. You're in fact even getting some tips thrown your way. You probably make a handful of about 10 gold, which is a fair amount of money from people just casually throwing on a show. However, you're not here just to make money from a show. You're providing a distraction. A friend of yours, another small fellow, is among the crowd. Brigady, if you could please describe your character.
Yeah. So, if you ever seen a poison dart frog, he's basically a humanoid, one of those. I wouldn't say green, more of a dark turquoise in color, with a bright kind of little swirly circles of orange. Usually wearing one of his black hoodies or some hoodie of sort, and some I guess you'd call them joggers. Some maybe made of thick cotton or something like that, wool or something. Kind of looking with your classic blue chucks. So what chucks are. What he's wearing on his feet there. So he has a visible kind of I guess would look like a glass, not a jar, but a like a 2-liter bottle, but glass, strung to his backpack there, full of water, and that's basically what he kind of looks like. Big black eyes, just a little cute dude.
Awesome. And what is it that Frigady is doing among the crowd as your companion Melvin is playing some tunes and keeping them enthralled?
Being an natural opportunist, he's I guess better word, that little pickpocketing. Never hurt nobody. Letting the audience of my buddy up there, while they're distracted and enjoying the wonderful tunes that he's given to them, just a little sticky hands.
Please give me a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Let's see how sticky your fingers really are.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was gonna be. I thought that was gonna be 20.
That's like all the luck gone from the entire campaign.
Oh yeah.
rolling like shite.
Why'd you use it all?
Why is the luck all gone?
A 12 is enough to not get caught, but you know that you're fumbling it a little bit. Actually,
Okay.
you know what? Roll that with advantage because of that nat 20 from your
Mm.
ally.
Okay.
Well,
Just take the first one.
The first one. The first one.
Yeah, I'll take the first one. I think. Yeah.
That was a 4. The first one
It
would have
never
been
gets
a
nat
4.
20, just give it.
First one was a 4. All right, so the 12 is your total there. So no, even with the distraction, you're not on your A game right now. You manage to not get anybody to notice you, but you only are able to pilfer probably about 5 silver from everybody that you kind of go through. Just really loose change in the back of their pockets.
They're
Okay.
giving it all to Melvin.
Yeah.
they are giving it all to
thumbs
Melvin.
up.
Yeah,
One
just
way
quit
or
your day
another.
job.
One way or another, you guys are getting their gold. It's just like-
And as you guys play, and you manage to get a little bit of gold here. One of the Praetorian guards rides up on his field strider.
Excuse me, minstrel, do you have a permit to be playing here?
My what?
Ape
Of
us.
course I
Call
have
my
a
friend.
permit. I've been working my ass off, working even the greatest of halls in this area. Why do you accuse me of not having a permit?
Well, if you have one, I'm sure you could pull it out right now for me to examine it.
Oh, I could, but you see, I was at another performance just a little bit ago, and it would seem I've left it in my other costume.
Right.
Give me a deception check.
Can I yell something from the crowd?
Sure. What are you gonna yell?
I'm gonna yell. That's Melvin the Great. How can you think that doesn't have a permit? Everybody knows who he is.
Give me also a deception check, or you can give him. Are you proficient in deception?
Yeah.
You can either roll the check yourself or allow that to help him and give him advantage on that roll that he just made.
I'll give him advantage.
Okay, give me another roll, Melvin.
You got it. I feel like a
You know, the
17
20
was
out
pretty
of you.
good, but so now I'm getting a little concerned, but I guess I need the advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, 17. 17 was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Listen, you can always have better. All right, you can always have better.
All right.
Well, please, go gather your garments. I must ask you to stop playing here until you can prove that you have the correct paperwork to be here. I'm sorry, everyone. We have to play by the rules around here, and the rest of the crowd is kind of like, come on! He was doing great! It's purely Empire business. It's purely how things have to be.
You
So
play
please,
something-
minstrel, go gather your garments, and you may continue to play if you can show me your paperwork. I will not arrest you at this time.
Look, I'll
Make
get my
haste.
garments when I have more time. You've already ruined my show. And then I pack up my things and I wink over at Friggity, and I make my way off this little makeshift stage that I had, just a couple of boxes stacked together by the alley. I bow to the crowd, of course, on my way out. I am sorry, good people.
We love you, Melvin.
I'm sorry
Wait.
that didn't come through.
They scream, "We love you, Melvin!"
Oh. Yes, darlings, yes. And always remember, Vaspin is the peak of your morning, the freshest of dew. And relax, I shall surely come back for all of you. Goodbye, my loves. And I make my, sashay my way downstage.
All right, and Friggity, do you catch up with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go around the crowd and, not make it exactly noticeable that we're know each other.
All right. The Praetorian guard is kind of watching you, but then he gets distracted by some other potential ne'er-do-well breaking some petty law, and starts heading off that way. And you guys kind of head along down the rest of the docks to maybe go find another spot to set up further away, get a little fresh start for the day. And as you do, you hear the static of a radio on the alleyway. It catches your ears.
Reporting. Great news. We have a wonderful celebration down in Silver Shores. It's the celebration of Delvers. Andrea Sylvain will be hosting this celebration, one of our great leaders here, and we can't wait. It is a wonderful celebration of all who have delved and discovered for the greatness of our technology in new worlds since the unraveling. Please, everybody come. It'll be a wonderful celebration. And Andrea, Miss Sylvain, has a wonderful request for any potential delvers interested here at the celebration. We hope to see you there. Silver Shores in just a week. And we're out for today. Signing off.
Did you hear that? Delving? Sounds like a little bit of a fun time to me.
Yeah, after all this couple silver we got, we need to get a little hustle that bring a little bit more
What was
gold.
your haul anyways?
Couple silver, not much, but you guys show it to him, and I also want to say, whatever that guard said, you're not a menstrual. I don't know what that was. He's just having a bad day.
I don't know. Why would he be talking about soup? So confusing. Anyways,
Soup.
I'm really upset that we didn't get more. I thought for sure that Forns was going to get a good enough distraction to get us a lot of that loot. I managed to do well on my own, but clearly we'll have to keep a better eye out, and I'll be sure to have my pass on me next time.
Yeah, it was probably that guard throwing me off my game, but I'll get him
An
next time.
absolute prick. Yeah, we will get him next time. Maybe we can pick his pockets.
Hey, yeah. He's probably got something good in there.
All right, well, I guess we should make our way down.
Yeah, let's go.
And you guys set off on your journey south out of Valteria to the Silver Coast of Lapula to go visit Silver Shores for the celebration of Delvers. And here we zoom back out, making our way north in Valteria. Do a quick little music change. Give me 1 second.
Zane. No. Shame.
Oh, it's gonna spread.
Shame, Zane.
It's gonna
Shame.
spread.
It's my natural predisposition.
Go get coffee.
I'm
Drink more of
drinking.
it.
I'm drinking. I've drank some coffee already.
what?
I'm on my
You
double
just need some espresso.
breakfast tea right now.
Bien recortado.
Yeah.
All right.
You're trying to fuck me up.
Next time there's a yawn, he owes me $5. You guys, okay? Ready?
I'm gonna
All
have to
right.
Put
So-
it in the yawn jar.
Yawn jar.
The yawn jar.
Zane's yawn jar.
Oh.
$5.
That was a sigh. Come
And
on.
it's gonna,
You're-
and you know it spreads
you're-
too, so.
The more you talk about it, the more it's gonna happen. So, I don't know what to say.
Well, you got to lock in. It's because we're coming to you.
I know.
Mm.
I know. It's coming
Wake
to
up.
me.
Ooh.
That's why I got a little taller. I raised my chair. It made me feel a little better in the frame. Just didn't feel quite so much like rain.
What can I say? I'm not like you guys who have your heads like above your chair.
I thought you were gonna say chest.
No.
All of
No.
us tall people just slouch.
Yeah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What's a neck?
We're just some neck chest guys.
The neck's just a way
I
too.
bet
All
you
right,
feel-
all right. Bring it in.
Yeah, okay.
Next, we make our way north.
Let's meet. We're professionals.
You did say.
All right.
Homie,
All right,
I'm
all right.
professional.
We make our way north through the kingdom of Altaria, up past
Oh,
Argentum
yes.
Bay, into the Verdant Vale. Beautiful glowing fields of young glow wheat and luma barley cover the countryside and low rolling hills of the Verdant Vale. Some fields vibrant green and barren, used for livestock of large buffeteer or herds of woolly birds grazing. Wild plain striders move in muted brown, black, and sage flocks over the farmlands. The massive Imperial Road, a paved road made in more recent history, going from Argentum Bay up to the great city of Imperialis, running through this well-developed agricultural land, following alongside the Cathis River. On a cart pulled by Imperial armored, bright blue plain striders is our friend Sylvius and his companion Shell. Sylvius, if you could please describe your character.
Sylvius is about 30 years old, give or take, and with bright blue eyes, and he's towhead blonde, very platinum blonde, but it's cropped short in a very militaristic style. Middling height, he's just about 6 foot. Well muscled, having been a soldier most of his life. He has a kind of hard set jaw and easy look about him. But right now he looks kind of concerned as he rides along on the wagon. I don't imagine, given what he's just come away from. He's very talkative.
Yes, and Shell, the Galton beside you, and for those of you who don't know, Galton are what we refer to as humans in this world. Just as an FYI, the auburn-haired woman sits silently and awkwardly next to you as you guys make your way to Imperialis. She's not tried too much to make a whole lot of conversation, given the circumstances that you guys are moving away from.
Yeah.
But eventually, she does try to break the silence. You guys have been on the road for a couple of days now. Not able to take the train.
Nope. don't really know who might be after us. Why? I mean,
Right.
we can kind of guess why, but
She finally looks to you and tries to make light of conversation. So, funny story. Pontius actually didn't only send me to gather information. He knows you are a survivor of the situation that happened. And he believes that there may have been others. Granted, he was not able to confirm that information. You were the most reliable source he had, which is why he sent me, his greatest pupil, to go and get your story. Which obviously he is more than eager to get himself when we get to Imperialis. But he did send another pupil of his, Indicus, is a less important pupil, down to Silver Shores. It's funny. He believes Pontius, of course. Some research he's been having. He believes that a woman by the name of Andrea Sylvain may be another survivor who went into hiding. He's not sure, and he's only, of course, shared this information with myself and Indicus. But, it is funny that there could be others who have been through what you've been through. I'm sure Pontius would be very eager to hear your story when we get to Imperialis, though.
You read the book. You have the book. It's the only book left after the fire. I don't remember anything from that slaughter.
She kind of looks down. Yes, I do. I do have the only book left.
You didn't see anything. You didn't hear anybody talking when they were outside before they locked you in and set it fire.
No, I did not. I wish I had. I'm sorry for your loss. That is difficult.
You weren't followed here from Imperialis.
Well, I'm not a trained soldier, so I didn't notice anybody, but it's not exactly my expertise.
We have to get to Pontius. Probably knows what's going on.
She kind of lets out a big sigh. I passed along the information I just shared to potentially change your trajectory.
What trajectory? I'm done.
Don't you want to know what happened to you?
I guess.
What happened?
I'd like to know why I keep losing time. But beside that, I just want to be left alone.
Do you not think that maybe speaking to another survivor that has gone into hiding outside of the Empire may not be beneficial?
I don't know, Shell. I think I have to trust the system, but if you think visiting the survivor is somehow worthwhile, it's the opposite direction, essentially, right?
Very much so. And if I were to have lost you after the fire to give you some time to go and investigate yourself, then I'll have to go back to Pontius, and eventually word might make its way back to where you are once you arrive at Silver Shores and meet with Indicus.
Well, the book doesn't count everything I know about that.
It certainly does.
Yeah. So, fine. If she knows what happened, if she knows why I keep losing time, if she's afflicted in a similar way, maybe I can find some answers.
Maybe.
Go to Imperialis. I'll travel overland directly to Silver Shores.
Be careful crossing the border. Obviously, we are in a good place with Labula. But still. And don't forget, these roads are busy. Catch a ride.
We'll see. I think I know a couple of the guards down that way. But be safe. Who knows who could have been following us?
I assume that you'll pass anybody that might be of concern behind us.
I don't plan to take the road, Shell.
Right, that makes sense. Well, you stay safe as well, and I will make sure to get this book. And she kind of tucks it tight against her body. Make sure it gets safely to Pontius.
I'll leave her with enough like gold for the passage, it's probably just like a couple silvers for the passage out of the next town with a train. And then I'll just roll off the wagon with my kind of like slung rucksack on my back. I'm wearing very simple, like wraparound farmer's clothes. Well, so it's just take off at a jog through the nearest field towards the border.
And she kind of hits the reins of the field striders as they kind of pick up pace and make this bird-like whistle noise a little bit deeper as they kind of head off a little bit quicker on the cart. And you make your way down to Silver Shores without a home, without knowing what's happening, looking for answers. As we move back out of the Verdant Vale, making our way back south, crossing the Zartaean Mountains that border Lapula and Waithtal, and Valteria, not Waithtal. Waithtal is the continent. We find ourselves falling through smog-filled sky just on the south side of the mountains in the small mining town of Castell. Smoke is rising from the town. The smell of slag wafts through the valley that it sits in just at the base of the mountains. This is the most common town that border crossing happens at between Lapula and Valteria, outside of the jungles, close to the Silver Coast. Quick train ride can get you to most places that matter. It is bustling mine carts run through much of the city, carrying silver and iron from the mountain mines. Many traders make their way through here, either stopping here before they head back into Valteria, or making this their first stop once they arrive from Valteria. We zoom in to a little market district filled with some small restaurants and such. The town having electricity, keeping the mining equipment and such going. Little street lamps in the evening here start to light the streets. We overlook a little cafe and some outside dining as two friends who have been journeying together have themselves a little treat. If you could both describe your characters, Siraf and Kiko, starting with Siraf.
Yeah, so Siraf is a Galton man. He's probably around like 5'10" or so. He's in his mid-30s. He looks like he would be kind of fancier dressed, but his clothes are a little bit worn. He's wearing it's like some simple pants or trousers with kind of a suit vest over his button-down undershirt. But the main thing about him is he has like a bandolier across his chest with a bunch of like vials and glass containers and things like that. And as well on his belt, he's got like pouches full of just various tools and things that he keeps with him. And he also has a walking stick that he keeps close to him at all times. That if you don't pay attention too much, it just looks kind of like a fancy, ornate walking stick. But if you start to pay attention, it's actually a musket kind of modified to fold up to be shorter and easier to carry with him. And he's wearing glasses.
Oh, and you're sitting there at the table looking over at your traveling companion, Kiko.
I am a kitsune cleric. I am pretty much drenched in royal purple from my coat of my tip of my ears to the tip of my two tails. I have an armor that has two slits down in front of my legs where you can see where I was stricken by a shooting star, and I have a symbol on my leg. I have a universal sparkle in my eye, and I have a tiny little orchid fairy that lays in my ear, unknown to the world, since we are always in fear. And I make sure that I have my cloak on me so that I can cover my ears when we're in strange areas.
And you certainly are right now. This is you guys' first night here in town. You just arrived here, making your way south, where Seraph believes there might be some interesting delves to look into. You guys have a moment here to talk amongst yourselves as you are waiting for the waiter to bring out some of the pastries that were ordered.
So, what are you hoping to find in these delves, Kiko?
I'm not sure, but my legs sure hurt from walking so much. How much more do we have to walk?
I'm not too certain. Perhaps we should try to find a local, maybe a map or something. But yes, the mountain pass is. Those mountains are just larger than anything I'm used to seeing. This place is wonderful. I can't wait to find out some artifacts and study them.
What are you looking for?
Anything that I think could be reverse engineered from the past. I hope to find artifacts of the unraveling and see what treasures they might hold. See what I can find out about them. If I can harness them and use their power to help people.
Have you found anything before?
Yes.
I mean, I know I've asked you, but you didn't want to tell me before.
Well, I didn't find them. I chartered some adventurers to bring stuff, but I have found some very mild artifacts before.
And
I hope we find something.
Waiter comes up behind you guys and puts down your orders. And Kiko, what is it that you ordered from this little cafe?
Something super sticky and yummy. I don't even know what's it called.
Bun.
What is it called? I just picked it. The picture looked nice.
This is a sweet bun. It is finest. It reminds people of the slag that is created here in town from going through all of the ores. It is our specialty.
Can I have something warm to drink with it, please?
Yes, of course. We will get you some hot cocoa.
Ooh.
Can I trouble you with some as well, sir?
Yes, please.
Cocoa, come on.
Yes, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Wonderful. I will come back with that shortly. And the waiter moves back inside the cafe. And it's, despite this town being a mining town, this is a nice little cafe. It's got some charm to it. As he walks away, you guys hear, we got a new paper! Read all about it! And you see this kid running around, probably like 11 years old. He's like, he has papers in one arm, and then he's got little flyers that he's got like taped, all pre-taped, and he starts smacking them on different like buildings and stuff. And he's like, "Hey, do you guys want a paper?"
Yes,
Yes,
please.
I would love one.
Great. That's gonna be one copper, please.
All right, I'll flick him a copper.
It's a good price on
Great.
a paper.
He hands you one of the papers, and immediately just runs off and starts trying to sell it to the next person. And the headlines for the paper are "Celebration of Delvers," based out of Silver Shores, and it goes on to say that this is this big event specifically for delvers and is made to be in memoriam of delvers that have been lost. And
Wait, so we're gonna have a Delver celebration for all the Delvers that have died. We're gonna delve because those Delvers died. Is that what I'm hearing?
We're delving.
Flawless. Flawless logic.
It's a celebration of delvers that have been lost to help better society and help the scientists and artificers.
So delve more though. That's
delve more, please.
They've
help
died,
society.
But you need to delve.
This is a celebration. It's not only a celebration for those in memoriam, but also for those who are actively still delving.
They just got a Delver's safety tent like a couple of weeks ago, actually. It's a new thing they're trying out.
Yeah. I was going to say, this has like
safety on top of repeated delving.
This is like corporate
Delver Ocean.
But yes, and it does mention that there will be a request for a unique, newly discovered delve during this event. But it is to celebrate those delvers who have gone and been lost, and also those who are still actively out doing the work that is needed.
I look at Seraph and I tell him, "We're gonna go, right? We're gonna go."
Oh, of course. This has my name all over it. Hold on, wait, let's see. Silver Shores. That's just a skip and a jump to the west. We could make it there in no time.
Okay, I can't wait to go.
Yeah. Seraph is like looking really like as the day has been going on. He's kind of gotten tired, but now he's kind of like has his spirits about him, and he looks really excited, but also like kind of nervous. But he's like all giddy.
Well, you're excited.
And the waiter comes back out, brings you both your hot chocolates, and sets them down. I hope you both enjoy, and it's been a pleasure having you here. If you would like anything else, please let me know. I'll be happy to take care of you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It smells so good.
Oh, it is the best hot cocoa.
And I take a big old drink out of it.
Cheers to the Delver thing.
I don't even mind it.
You two just spit take all over each other.
Just take a sip.
We both have big old chocolate mustaches. Sticky hands.
So I think what do you say, Kiko? Should we set out in the morning?
Yes. We should definitely sleep for the night. I am very tired.
You guys finish your hot cocos and treats with newfound goals that you set off in the morning for the city of Silver Shores, the capital of Lapula, where new adventures and the strings of fate may pull our adventurers together for something greater than them. And that is where we are going to call our first episode of Dice and Destiny. Thank you all for joining us today.
Yes.